Hey everyone, the name's Erik Thor and I'm here to talk to you today about ENTPs and ESTPs. And throughout my life I've met a lot of ENTPs and ESTPs, and something that I've come to notice about these types is, these types have often been portrayed in the MBTI communities as psychopaths or sociopaths. Sometimes having dirty or extroverted feeling, having extroverted feeling as your third strongest function, can make you appear like you are manipulative, but I would argue no, I don't think ENTPs and ESTPs are overall manipulative people. I will just go and say this. ENTPs and ESTPs are, when young, a little immature in how they experience and relate to their own emotions. Now, we have all been through this situation. We have all been immature with our emotions at times. But often for an ENTP or an ESTP, one's own emotions or other people's emotions can be treated as a joke. It's easy to laugh at and to have that kind of distance to your own feelings, to go, ha ha, no, I care, but I don't want to acknowledge that I care. And this joking attitude to your own emotions can make you come off as insensitive. And it can also make other people believe that you are more careless than you actually are. It can make people see you as insensitive, even though you've shared something actually deeply personal to yourself. Other people may think or discard what you said as a joke because you said it with such a funny tone, or because you made such a comic delivery of the whole experience. And that means other people might not give you the attention and the support that you actually need. Now, something that I feel, because a lot of the time people say ENTPs and INFJs make a great match, I would say yeah, it can actually be a very good match. It doesn't actually have to be a bad match at all. But a problem I see with these relations is that because INFJs take extroverted feeling extremely seriously, you'll find no other type except maybe the ISFJ who takes emotions as seriously as an INFJ. For an INFJ, emotions and caring for other people and helping other people, that's serious business. That's a responsibility that they pride themselves on having. And a lot of the time, INFJs can feel burdened to be there for the ENTP, and the ENTP can feel drawn to an INFJ because the INFJ actually listens to them and sees that they're not joking. The ENTP can feel that, oh my god, this person understands that I'm being serious. They see through my joke. They don't get caught up on it. They actually listen. They actually understand. And I think that's what often draws these types together. There is actually a similar issue when it comes to introverted thinking for an INFJ, which is a lot more immature, and with an ENTP's introverted thinking, which is a lot more mature. But I won't go on to describe this now. What I instead want to say is, like, the problem here is that it can become like a parent-child dichotomy. It can become like an INFJ feels burdened to be therefore to soothe and to deal with your emotions, and as you seek growth, that can be a smothering influence, which is like why I see that a lot of these times these relationships tend to last only for a few years, not throughout the lifetime. Of course, there's a few relations that last for a lifetime, but still, it can be a problem that comes on later on, because the parent might be stopping or preventing the ENTP from actually growing and actually learning to acknowledge and be honest about their own emotions. And likewise, the ENTP can smother an INFJ's introverted thinking and parent it and control how it comes off, and that can be something that makes both relations a little stagnant. Just in that particular situation. In all other terms, the relationship can be amazing, and so it's just something to be aware of if you have a relationship like this. Just be aware of how you use this function. And overall, not just with INFJs, as an ENTP or as an ESTP, learn to acknowledge your own emotions. Learn to you joke about them as much as you like, but find people you can be serious with. Find people you can actually go deep with, and find people who see you. And make sure that your emotions don't become a negative influence on you. Because if you just joke them away, if you pretend they don't exist, that's when they can become really, really bad. They can bubble up, they can become irrational, they can become something that can have a difficult impact on the people around you. It can be difficult to be around an ENTP or an ESTP who lacks emotional awareness, because it can be burdensome, it can feel like being controlled, in the sense that you feel like you have to be their counselor, but you shouldn't have to be. You should be able to be their friend. So that's my main point on extroverted feeling, and of course this is from the perspective of being an INFJ. So I hope that still you can understand my point, and I'm sure as an ENTP you have a lot of personal opinions on how this impacts you and how it can impact other people. So that's all I have to say now. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see everyone learning to talk more about how to grow and actually mature in how you use your cognitive functions, so that you can be the best version of yourself possible. That's all I have to say for now. Thank you all for watching.